Hello, in this video we will solve the 3 by 3 by 4 cube. We will use the same algorithms that we used in a 3 by 3 by 2, but we have to pay attention to the problem that in this cube we have middle layers, and when we apply the algorithms these layers will reverse. Okay, we will see that. So let's start by scrambling it. Okay, that would be fine. So first we will start to construct or to solve the middle layer as we did with this one. So we will consider that these two layers are like this cube, and when we build this middle or these two middle layers, then we will start to solve this one and this one. So for the time being, let's ignore these and let's concentrate only on these two. Okay, so as we did with this one, we have to solve first the bottom layer, which is here, and this will be the up layer. And I start by building a cross correctly. So to build the cross correctly, I have to put green and blue on opposite. This is green and this is blue. So I have green here, I have blue here. I have here orange, so I need here violet. Okay, but I'm not quite sure if, as we saw with this one when we built the cross on the bottom layer, we are not sure if orange should be here or should it be here. So what would lead us to this are these corners, in fact, on the up layer or here on the down. So we will choose as a guide, for example, this corner. This corner corresponds, in fact, to the white layer on the top, and it shows that we need to have blue on this side and violet on this side. So if I place here violet and blue, this is correct. This matches, in fact, with this corner. And from now on, I will have no contradiction at the end. When I finish the solution, I will have all the pieces that are fitted correctly. If I don't pay attention to this element from the beginning, at the end, I will have some contradictions in the solution. Okay, I will have to move again and destroy what I have built, or scramble what I have built. So this is correct: violet, orange, blue, green. Okay, let's go. So this corner is correctly inserted. I need to insert here a blue orange. Here it is. Remember that if we want to know if a corner fits correctly between two edges, we have to have here opposite colors. So blue, orange, blue, orange. This will be placed correctly here. So the algorithm is 2L, U, 2L, U prime, 2L. Now I will place this guy here. So it's 2R, U, 2R, U prime, 2R. Here it is. And finally I will place this one here, 2L, U, 2L, U prime, 2L. And I have constructed this layer. Now I move to the up layer, which is this one, not this one. And I see that I have two corners that match a blue side. and all I have to do is to swap these two corners that are not correctly placed. So to do this, we do the algorithm that we did on this cube. It's 2r u prime 2r, rotation 90 degrees, 2r u prime 2r u 2r, and I see that all the corners are now correctly placed. Now I need to place the edges or the elements of the cross in their correct positions. I see that the green is already correctly inserted. Okay, I have violet here that would go on this side. I use the algorithm that swaps two opposite edges. It's 2L to U, 2L to U, 2L to U. And I see that violet is correctly placed. Now I'm left with swapping these two edges, and I use the algorithm, which is in fact it's the fourth that we saw on this video. You can view this video if you like. And so it's 2LU, 2LU, 2L, 2U, 2L, 2U, 2LU, 2L, U prime, 2L. And I have solved this middle layer as I solved this cube. Now I will start to solve this bottom layer, and then at the end this up layer as I solved this one, but by paying attention to not to disturb or to scramble what I have already built in the middle layer. So we start by placing, this is yellow, so I need to put here yellow, a yellow cross. Okay, this is the orange. It should go here. So I move it back, and then I put it down, and I don't scramble what I have already built here in the middle. I do the same thing on this side. Okay. Now I need to put here the blue. The blue is here. So I do this, and I'm left with the green. Okay, so I have built the cross or the edges. Now I need to put the corners correctly. I see that I have one corner that is correctly inserted. I will put this one here. Remember, the rule is that you have to have opposite colors. So this is the case, and I do 2LU, 2LU prime, 2L, and I have inserted correctly this corner here. But the problem here is that the middle layers are reversed. In fact, these middle layers should be like this. But by applying the algorithm, I have a reverse of these two middle layers. To get them back to their normal position or correct position, I have to apply again the same algorithm on the same side, on this side left. So I have to find this, for example. This green and orange should go here. So I apply the algorithm on the side that is reversed. 2LU, 2LU prime, 2L. Okay. So now I only have this corner, and this corner here should fit in this position. But the problem is that if I do it, I will reverse the central layer. So what I could do, for example, is to do the algorithm once, even if I will put this piece right here, even if this piece does not in fact belong here, the objective is only to make a reverse of the central layer. So 2L, 2L, prime, 2L. Okay, I have reversed the middle layers, and now I put the correct corner which belongs here, and I do again the algorithm, and now I will reverse again the middle layers, and they will get back to their normal position. Okay. Now I have solved the bottom layer. I have to solve the upper layer. We will do as we did here. We have to first see if we have two corners that match on one side. I don't have this, so what I do is I do the algorithm that swaps two corners. I do it once, wherever, and by doing it once, I will create somewhere two corners that match on one side. Okay, so let's do it from here. So it's 2R U, 2R U prime, 2R, and now pay attention. Do not move all or rotate all the cube by 90 degrees. Just rotate the upper and the down layer by 90 degrees. And now you do 2R U prime, 2R U, 2R. So by doing this, we do not disturb the middle layers, in fact. And indeed, we have created here two corners that match on this side. Now I need to swap these two. I will do it from this side. So it's 2L U, 2L U prime, 2L, and I rotate only 90 degrees the up and down, and then 2L U prime, 2L U, 2L, and I get this back, and I see that all the corners now match correctly, and I did not destroy the middle layer. Now I'm left with this orange should go on this side, so to do it I can do this 2R to U, 2R to U, 2R to U. So the orange is now correctly placed, but by doing this algorithm I see that I have reversed this side. This side should be like this, but all I have to do is to apply the algorithm that swaps these two edges, and by doing it I will get these two reversed. So we will do it 2R U, 2R U, 2R to U, 2R to U, 2R U, 2R U prime, 2R, and the cube is solved. So the two algorithms that reverse, in fact, or three algorithms that reverse the middle layer are the one that inserts a corner from the top layer to the bottom, the one that exchanges two opposite edges, and the one that exchanges two adjacent edges. So whenever you have a reverse situation, you have to repeat the algorithm to reverse again and get back to the correct position of the middle layers. So this is the main difference between this and this one.